On today's show, Google buys more robots, Sony's president steps down, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is getting pulled, another Nintendo Direct, and a fool in his iPhone, Cookie, are soon parted. It's Buffalo Bulletin time. Hello Internet and welcome to the Buffalo Bulletin, where we recap 5 major stories from our site technobuffalo.com every Tuesday and Friday. If you're interested in reading more about any story I mentioned on the show, check the description for links down below or click on the graphics for each story if you have annotations available and toggled on. I'm Ashley Esqueda, here are your top stories. Google took another step towards AI autonomy this weekend, announcing they'd acquired engineering company Boston Dynamics. If you're not familiar with that name, you probably know their work anyway. This is the company that worked closely with DARPA to create some really crazy robots like Petman and Wildcard. It's also likely ex-Android head Andy Rubin will be working with Boston Dynamics on their future projects, as he was moved over to robotics earlier this year. This is the 8th robotics company Google's bought in the last 6 months, which pretty much means we better find John Connor before the Terminators do. In a surprising move, president of Sony Electronics and COO Phil Molyneux stepped down yesterday. Sony's current vice president and U.S. sales chief Michael Fasolo will take over on January 1st, and Molyneux will still be part of the company, but he'll just be a non-executive chairman. This is all part of an ongoing effort to reestablish Sony's name as a premium brand here in the US, and Sony is hoping the transition to 4K will help them do that. And we'll see if Sony can pull that off, but for now, they'll just have to settle for basking in the glow of the newly launched PlayStation 4. Over in gaming, it appears Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is getting pulled from both the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade. If you're a PlayStation gamer, you'll have to act quickly. MVC2 will be removed from the PSN store by tomorrow. Xbox Live Arcade users have until the 26th of this month to pick up a copy. We're not exactly sure if this is Disney pulling Marvel rights from Capcom, but regardless of the reason, this is your last chance to grab an excellent classic fighting game that you can play on modern consoles. Also in gaming, Nintendo announced another Nintendo Direct event this morning, and it's scheduled for tomorrow. According to the email invite we received, Nintendo will be discussing Wii U and Nintendo 3DS software launching through the spring of 2014. Now, I'm hoping that we'll not only see scheduled releases for Q1 2014, but also maybe a trailer or two for some new first-party titles. I personally have my fingers crossed for a new Metroid announcement, but I also will not be holding my breath. Lastly, our wildcard story for the day is the tale of a joke gone horribly wrong. An LA comedian decided he wanted to get pulled over for driving and talking on an iPhone made out of a cookie. When he finally got stopped, the comic took a bite out of his iPhone and asked if cookies were illegal. The annoyed cop then checked the guy's license and found a warrant for unpaid parking tickets. The comedian was arrested and his car was impounded. And that, friends, is how this story went from kind of amusing to hilarious. That's the Buffalo Bulletin for today. If you enjoyed the show, a thumbs up would be super awesome of you. And if you want more great Techno Buffalo video content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking this giant subscribe button. See you guys next time.